Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Northern Explorer train, and here's the bottom line on it. It's a 10.5-hour ride from Wellington to Auckland. It goes the other way as well, like most trains. It's $125 US. That's what we paid. We actually got off in Hamilton because we wanted to do some bouncing around, and that leads me to the most important point about this train as compared to the TranzAlpine train on the South Island, New Zealand. This one has a lot of good scenery, just like the train on the South Island, but you can actually use it for transportation. A lot of people do, and if you're making a big trip through New Zealand, you should really look at maybe hopping off and going through the national park, hike across the Tongariro Crossing, see some volcanoes, maybe go see some glowworm caves, some rivers, some waterfalls. There's just lots of options there, whereas this train on the South Island is mostly just out and back for the scenery. So it's just as classy. In fact, it's the same make and model train as the train on the South Island, and we really enjoyed it. It's, you know, 10.5 hours is a long time to be on the train, and some sheep got in the way. Wait till you see this video. These sheep, they were just all over the track. Like, what are they doing? Who's controlling the sheep? I don't know. Anyway, it's part of the great journeys of New Zealand, just one piece, and you could string them all together and have an amazing time to see everything in New Zealand if you just have like a lot of time off work. I mean, we do too, but you know. So I hope you like it. It's a very rainy day today, so the open air viewing cart on this train is essentially a splash zone, but there's nothing we can do about that. So we'll enjoy our scenic train ride as best as we can. We're finally getting some really good scenery on this train. So the previous video was about the TranzAlpine scenic train on the South Island of New Zealand. Now we're on the Northern Island. This is a much longer journey for us today. Unfortunately, it is a little cloudy. This is the exact same train, make and model, as the one on the South Island. So you've got your dining car that we're in right now, and we're having some gin and tonic. So the reason we're doing this scenic train, even though we just did one on the South Island, is to compare and contrast what was originally going to be the trains. Well, guess what? They're exactly the same. So there you go. And the scenery. We're going to compare the scenery for you guys and let you know which one has the best scenery. So if you're planning a week or 2-week trip to New Zealand, maybe some North Island, some South Island, you'll know which scenic train to do if you decide to do a scenic train. Trains can get delayed for all sorts of reasons, but this is the first time, and we've been on a lot of trains, this is the first time we've been forced to slow down because of sheep. There's sheep on the track.
That's ruthless.
On the track. So we just stopped. We're at the national park. It's one of the train stops you can get on or off. We're actually going to come do some hiking here later. That'll be a different video. But I just want to note that the open air viewing cart on this train, unlike the South Island, well, it's a little bit colder up here. We're definitely going faster. We have a lot more distance to cover today, so it's windier, which makes it colder. But the good thing is it's not as crowded.
For anybody wondering, the food options are the exact same on the train that we're on today than they were on the South Island. Your beverage costs you $9 New Zealand dollars. I'll take it. And if you get bored, you can do some ballet.
Differences of the scenery on this versus the scenic train on the South Island is the fact that all of the geology here is volcanic, and you can get so much of the volcanic. In fact, you can actually see volcanoes from either side of this train. It was cloudy earlier when 2 of the largest volcanoes on the island were visible, so we couldn't really see those, but you can see smaller ones, and I think that's really cool. Thanks for watching our video, guys. We're in Fiji. It's hot here and I can't stay in this position much longer. Like and subscribe to the video and keep watching because the South Pacific Island videos are coming up real soon, I promise. There's a few more New Zealand stuff because New Zealand was amazing, but these islands also amazing, but very hot. But look at these flowers. Okay, bye.